You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they go slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, going to do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
All right, got another exciting day. It's hump day. Hope everybody's been humping all day. I mean, you know, you might as well. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I need this light. This light is not on. All right, let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Jasmine, thank you for your donation. We got Effie, Bree, Z. We got Bree, Z, and Effie. So that's the triple combo right there. That's all you need in life. All right, let's what's going on over here with Jasmine. How does B feel about me? Is B all right? What's going on with a B? Let's see what's happening with all of that. All right, I don't know. We should use a deck we don't normally use. We should use an exciting deck. This is a new deck. It is the 78 Tarot. I think this was the animal one. I know they got a magical one. They got a witchy one. They got a wild one. They got one of everything in their collection. So the 78 Tarot, they basically farm out people to make the tarot deck. And then all the artists contribute something. And this was the animal one, is what I'm talking about. Dominique, welcome back. Reiki, welcome. How you doing? Happy hump day to you indeed. Hope everybody's had a lots of humping today. It is a hump day. Okay, let's see. How does B feel about me? Well, we got the Two of Cups. You know, this is the lovers, basically, except in a minor format. That's all you really need to know, is what I'm saying. Andrew, welcome to the stream. But yeah, the Two of Cups as this first card. It's so important to sort of look at that, right? You know, what are we doing? How are we feeling? What are we focused on? What are we excited about? The Two of Cups gives us all the answers. We can do the love balloons for that. That's okay. You know, the love balloons are all right. Jassas, so welcome. I'm doing great. How are you? Maruta, welcome as well. But yeah, you got the Two of Cups, followed by the King of Swords, right? As far as lack of communication, Jasmine, thank you for your donation. Lack of communication is just sort of a difficult time with here. Lack of communication is not doing anybody any good. The King of Swords, we just need more interaction. We need more communication. I think that's going to be our big opportunity, and ideally where we would like to have, right? We also need a bit of emotional resonance here. Just basically, what are you feeling? What am I feeling? How can we connect these these two? What can we sort of pursue to make this happen? I think you really have that within the moon as well. So a lot of good stuff here. Very good. Moon by itself would have been a very nice card to have. The moon combined with the Two of Cups, especially sandwiching the King of Swords, just talks about if we can get the communication going. I think we can have a lot of great things happening with that, right? Dominique, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. And let's see, we got Jasmine number 2. When will I find a love that takes me serious? We need to be serious. YLK takes it seriously. Wow, okay, thank you so much for your donation over PayPal. I appreciate you. All right, what are we going to use? Man, we got the Key Tarot. We got some Thought Derivatives. We got all sorts of good tarot decks in here. Let's use another one that is relatively new. I do like this. By the way, Tarot News coming out tomorrow. If you aren't watching the Tarot News, you're literally missing out on all of the decks that you should be picking up, is what I'm saying. So yeah, you got to do that. Paula, welcome. Good to see you as well. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully having a fine hump day. And hopefully everybody's humped out. We're ready for Friday, ready for the weekend. That's what we really need in life, is a lot more weekend action, is what I'm saying. Okay. When will I find love that takes me seriously? All right, not just love, but love that takes me seriously. Movement of Pentacles is interesting indeed. I really think that January 2023, you're really going to find this very special person. You're going to have a lot of interesting things. You have a lot of interesting experiences out of this individual. I think that's going to be one of the mainstays in kind of, sort of having an opportunity, getting things done, having the open door that I need to make this happen. Man, welcome to the stream. What is going on? But yeah, the Movement of Pentacles, right? Sort of moving in that direction. We need to find stability, and that's what the Pentacles is all about. I think that you are trying to find that sort of that level of stability here, because we can do love, we can do physical love, we can do some quick emotional things, friends with benefits, all of that stuff is fine, right? You just need, literally, like you're saying, the level of stability being in there we just don't have as well, right? Ace of Cups talks about meeting somebody new, and that's what you need. I don't think you need the old friends with benefits, or let's hook up again, or so. I think you need someone that's going to be fresh, someone that's going to be new, someone that you can get excited about, someone that sort of activates all of the emotions that you need. And again, really think that January is going to be your opportunity to make this happen as well. Now, this is a Earth sign, so be aware of that. I think that's going to be exciting, and it's going to be right on target for you. GK is on target for me. GK, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Good to see everybody tonight. Dominique is back. I'm glad that you have returned. What will happen with Bobby and my connection? A general, the finances, the career. What's going on with the Bobby Flay? Let's go over here and let's get you one of the best decks that we have. We even keep the only deck that we keep in a bag. It is the Victorian Romantic version 4. You made a good version. You made a good tarot deck when they keep making you reprint it and you run out every single time. That's version 4. That is it. That is, that's making it happen over here. Anyway, all right, what will happen to Bobby and I connection? A little bit of finances after that. Get some money going on there. All right, as far as Bobby is concerned, Knight of Wands. There's too much work to do right now to sort of keep this afloat. It feels like there's a lot of things that need to happen. You got the YLK, thank you for your other donation. You are next, by the way. I appreciate you over PayPal. You are looking here at a nice sort of a heart of hearts, right? And the Bobby and I connection, I think it could work better. Clearly, we have a 5 of Wands over here. It feels like there are some things to fix, are some things to band-aid up. If we're going to make this happen, if we're going to do the things that we need to do, there is some work involved. You sort of have a Wands over here. We have a Wands over here, sort of hinting towards a fiery aspect. What can I do? How can I fix this? Because it feels like you have to do a lot of work in order to keep this thing afloat. King of Swords. We just had a King of Swords in the previous reading. Again, it points to communication is going to be your key here. It feels like there's a lot of things that just don't work, a lot of things that are kind of challenged. Five of Wands sneaking into the King of Swords. Feels like there's a level of imbalance as far as interest and stuff like that. So, you just have to sort of do things the way that you need to do things. Overall, it looks clean. A little work is needed. Can you get it done? I think that's going to be the ultimate end of it. That. Look at little finances, career. What kind of things can we have happen? What kind of things are out there for us as far as careers? Or at least the rears. We got Jassas coming in with the PayPal. Thank you, Jassas, for your generous donation. I greatly appreciate you as always. All right, let's look. General career and what have you. Oh, man. All right, here's a prediction. I think at the end of November, you got a lot of wild career stuff doing, right? You have a lot of career stuff that needs to happen, a lot of career stuff that's going to be mobile. It feels like everything happens at once as you're moving into December. Everything is moving very quickly. Be random with me. I thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. Get a job offer. Do you want to take it? That's up to you, but I do think that's something that's going to be exciting for you. Indeed, it is something that you need to work on. It is something that's going to be an open door that you want to take. All right. Now, new job offer, there's a couple of caveats with it. One is you either have to move or you have to drive a little farther than what you're kind of doing with that as far as the career goes. You also have sort of a work at home opportunity. I'm going to say end of December, like really late December, somebody approaches you with something with work from home. And it's like, wait a minute, I think that's really working for me. I think that we have an opportunity here that could be legit. Queen of Cups says getting your emotions, getting excited about something is what you need right now. Because it feels like a lot of stuff, you're just doing the rote memorization, you're just doing it just to do it. And it feels kind of challenged indeed to make it happen. So yeah, overall, that's what you're going to have to go for right now. There we go. Effie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We got a ton of donations as always. It is the Tarot Oracle show. We got YLK's got the double shot over there on the PayPal. What is going on with that? Now, we got Samson and Delilah over here. We got Samson 2 weeks. And the other question is, let's see, Samson and, wait a minute. Will I work with Samson within 2 weeks? Okay, I got that one. Panita. Does Panita know about me and Samson's connection? All right, does P know? All right, we got the double shot here. Let's get this done. We're going to use the Postal Tarot. We just made this happen. That is going to be one of my faves, one of my faves out there. Knight Rider Tarot is leaving. Oh, Jesus, that's not good. That is not good at all. That's my buddy. That was, man, we go way back. He was like a guest on the show, and then he wanted to read tarot, and then I went over there and hung out with him for a while, and he's a really fun dude. I didn't know he had issues, but yeah, I mean, we all got issues, so, Anyway, all right, we're going to do Samson's 2 weeks. What's going to happen over here, Samson's 2 weeks? I think the proper question is, will I work with Samson with the next 2 weeks? I do think that is going to be something that you can avoid. I think you don't have to. Again, we have Samson and your connection at work is pretty clean. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look discouraging or kind of issues with that. The sun says if you do see them, it's on good terms, what have you. But if you're looking for like having to work, getting forced into it, right? I really don't think that's it, right? Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. It just doesn't look like that's something that's needed. Eight of Cups, you can sneak out of it if you'd like to. That's going to be your opportunity there. So do you want to do it? It sounds like no at this point. I'm just going with what I know here, but I think you can get out of it if you don't mind. But yeah, you will get a little bit maybe of an opportunity kind of floating around, but it's like, I don't think so. I don't think so. So you're not really forced into that, which is good, right? All right. Now, does Panita know the connection between Samson and I? Let's see if Panita knows anything at all. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Panita, no. Hermit, 3 of Wands in the world. I'm going to say yeah. I'm really going to say yeah. Let me read it again. Make sure I'm doing the proper thing there. Franz, wait a minute. Who is that? Z, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. What is a proper question? Does Panita know about me and Samson's connection? Yeah. You got the Three of Wands. They look, they see, they understand something is happening. Anybody who has a good connection, it's pretty clear that something's up, something's going on. The Hermit, they feel left out of that. They feel like isolated. They don't feel like that's going to be, something they want to deal with and what have you. They'll be like, not really something I want to do. Anyway, the Hermit, yeah, they know. They're pretty knowledgeable on that. They've been watching, right? Three of Wands. The World, they've been around enough. They've been around enough that they're pretty familiar with what's going on. So I'm going to go with a thumbs up over here and going to say yes. They know indeed. Mizrak, welcome, good to see you. Valerie, welcome as well. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on with, okay, Jassas and Z, you are in the queue. Right now we're doing a GK. Current thoughts towards me, there's no communications at all. That's not good. That is not good at all. If there's no communication, we need to get that fixed. I mean, that's going to be first priority. I got to say that right now. First priority. Let's use the Tarot of the Dragons. It's been a minute since we used some Tarot of the Dragons. This is a beautiful tarot. This is like a big watercolor, acrylic looking tarot, and I like it quite a bit. So this is a very nice tarot indeed. All right, let's see what's going on with that. Now, what are S's thoughts about me? No connection, no communication. Somebody ghosted somebody, We just got a little bit of ghosting happening over there. And I don't mean ghosting on the TV monitor either, I just mean, all right, current thoughts, no communication, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Devil. Just not in the mood to contact you, not in the mood to deal with all this. You have some challenging cards just sort of, spread out over here. The Devil is not really a bad card. It's, thoughts about me. The Devil combined with an Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, both kind of negative card. Eight of Pentacles, somebody walked away too early. I think that is going to be the big thing here. Somebody walked away too early. So you need to ask yourself, like, who did that? What happened? Why did this fail? Why couldn't we work it out? Why couldn't we address some of the things? Why couldn't we get this and make it, ultimately happen? Eight of Pentacles just said we needed to do the work, and we just didn't do the work. Five of Wands, there seems to be a conflict. We want to do this. We want to do that. Ultimately, we couldn't do anything, and it's just like, well, it doesn't really work. That doesn't really work at all. Devil says, there were some thoughts, ideas, there were some challenges that didn't need to be there that ended up there, and we had to deal with them. We couldn't work through them, and they're in that mode where they just really don't want to communicate at the moment. Joanna, welcome. What's going on? Good to see you as well. So we hadn't used that Dragon Tarot in a long time. That's a good one though. I like that Dragon Tarot. It looks really good. Mary and Mauricio, thank you so much for your subscriptions to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. Right now, who do we got? We got Effie. Effie's coming in with the dono. Effie is like, what's going on over here? Currently working with a Gilded Tarot. That's a nice one. I like that. All right. What do I need to be focusing on, especially when I'm feeling down? That's a good question. I really like that, I think that's going to be good. Going to be good indeed. You wanted Goldfinger. Well, you could have did Gold Member. That was a pretty popular movie. I liked it. All right. Let's see. What deck do we want to use for that? It's been a minute since we used the Gustave Doré Tarot. If you don't know what that is, now you do. Now you know what it is. See, you can't be like, what is that deck? Well, it's a Gustave Doré Tarot is what it is. By the way, just Sauce, you are next. After that, we got Z up in here. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, what do I need to be focusing on? Where am I at? Where are my thoughts? And this is one of the most difficult things that anybody can do is when you're down, how do I fix it? How do I fix it when I'm down? I think that's your big opportunity here, right? Because if you know how to do that, then you kind of, you're not really down for that long. It feels like you have a good recovery method, what have you. The Emperor, you need to take command of it. You need to take command of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, right? Nobody can really talk you into anything. anything, if they don't want to. You need to really focus on taking command of your thoughts and your emotions. If you're feeling down, go ahead and feel down. It's okay, right? There's that part too. But the Emperor says you don't want to feel down for like days and days and days and, stay in bed, be depressed. You want all that stuff. Valerie, I thank you for your donation. You just want to recover. So we can recover. And I think that is the first thing that you need to realize. It's okay. It's okay to be down. It's okay to be down. Don't be guilty about being down. You can't really get rid of that. Valerie, thank you for your PayPal. Appreciate you. Seven of Pentacles says that's part of life. You have your good days, you got your bad days, you got your losing days, you got your winning days. I mean, that's going to be one of the things here. Overall, you have to be happy with who you are and what you're doing. So yeah, have negative emotions, but I'm emperoring them. I'm able to take command. I'm able to work through those. I'm able to go into something else, right? So you have to take command and say, look, I'm feeling like crap. I don't care. Just give me a tub of ice cream right now. I'm just going to consume half of it. I'm just going to work out extra tomorrow, whatever. I just got to sort of recover here. I just got to feel down. Let yourself feel down. Don't feel guilty about it. And then be the emperor and say, that's enough of that, right? I finished half of that tub of ice cream. It is time to take command, get over myself, move on to things like that. What do you need to be focusing on? Taking command of yourself. The other thing you need to be focusing on, 10 of Cups. Happy home, happy family. Do not just ignore any side of yourself. We get angry. It's okay to get angry. Get a punching bag and wallop that thing for half an hour until you're sweating good, right? You're upset. Cry it out in the bed. You get that tub of ice cream. 10 of Cups says be happy with yourself. Don't ignore any piece of yourself, because if you push it down, it's going to erupt even worse than you had expected. But yeah, the 7 of Pentacles is the big thing. It's about balance. It's about letting yourself be yourself and then recovering from it. You don't want to be down for days and days and days. Pick yourself up, do the emperor thing, make it happen. That's what you should be focusing on. Level of control over yourself and an acceptance of yourself. That, at least, is what the tarot says. Joanna, thank you for your donation. Yellow join, what's going on? Mina is here as well. I got the whole party crew is what I'm talking about. All right, we got Jassas, YouTube user, we got Joanna, we got everybody up in here tonight. That's what I'm saying. All right, Z's like, yo, I want a little bit of career reading for the next 3 months. Z, you got something coming next month. You got some, I'm not saying anything big, but you got whispers of something. Something's up, Z. Something's up next month. You need to be aware of that. You need to be like, well, I do. And I think it's one of those things to where you're going to kind of ignore it. That's my prediction. You're going to ignore it. Doesn't look like something you kind of be interested in, or be like, nah, I think you should take it a little more seriously. Now, I'm not saying it is going to be the ultimate career move, the biggest thing you've ever seen or anything like that. By the way, we're going to use the Trick or Treat Tarot. It is time to trick or treat, my friends. I mean, it's a little early, but whatever. Whatever. It's my channel, my Trick or Treat. I mean, if I want to eat some candy, I want to eat some candy. Ellen, welcome. What's going on? Good to see you. All right. I think something's next month. And this is something that's minor. This is something that normally you'd be like, nah, but I think you should take it seriously and at least check it out, right? At least check it out. That's for the intuition. Let's see what this says here. Yeah, a little bit of the 4 of Cups. I really don't want to deal with this particular thing. I mean, T.O. said take it seriously, at least give it another look. I really don't want, right? The 4 of Cups. I got everything that I need over here. I don't need something else. I'm full of all the candy. I don't need the extra candy. Take the extra candy, at least give it a look, is what I say. All right? I'm just talking about some next month sometime, a little bit of October thing happening. That's why we're using the trick or treat over here. That's okay. Hi, Priestess. This is something where you do need to pick up either a cert or some other sort of a extended education thing. You're going to have to sort of pursue that. If you're willing to do that, I think that you have a good opportunity here, and it looks pretty decent overall, right? 9 of Cups, especially as far as being emotionally resonant, emotionally happy with it. 9 of Cups says that is going to be the big opportunity for you. Whoa, KV, thank you very much for your very generous donation. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. information. I greatly appreciate you. All right. I mean, I'm just saying. Valerie is next. Valerie is over. By the way, we're on PayPal. You're like, where's my reading? Where is my reading? We got to do the PayPals too. We got the PayPal. We got Valeria. No, it's not Valeria. That's the wrong key. Valerie up there. Interview. All right. Will I be successful with this interview? We got a nice little job thing going. Everybody's looking about career right now. You know why? You know why everybody needs the career? You know why everybody's excited about the career? Because of the money trick. Because of the money trick. Everybody, they know. I mean, we showed this on the stream last night. They know. If you get 1, 2, 3, 4, if you get $5, right? And you get that and you invest it into your career and you make it a priority for you, right? All you need to do is that and you can make more money. And that's what you need. That is what you need is more money. You got 20, 40, 60, 80, you got $100. I mean, you got $100. That's what you need. Good career makes your money grow. And that's what you need. Good investments. You need good career. And stock. Okay. Stock market prediction. Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. It already crashed. It's going to do a little bit of a jump and then it's going to again. So entertainment purposes only, by the way. Okay, let's look at career, see what we can get. Good career right here. I mean, if you want a good career, if you make teddy bears like this, especially one with a taxectomy that's already done, this is your career right there. You just sell it to IKEA and all my teddy bear's got some growth. It's got a pimple or something. You see that? It's got like a pimple or something. Teddy, you need to go see the doctor. Alicia, welcome. What's going on? Done already. Please on an interview. All right. Will it be successful? The interview is done. Will you be successful with this? Are we able to chase this? Or we make this happen? Maybe. Everybody needs the money trick, right? Everybody needs that money trick. Right now the stock market is not the place to make that money. Unless you're shorting it or something. Other than that, you want to be careful with all that, though. All right, the interview's already done. What's going to happen? King of Wands, you got a little bit of a carry through. Wheel of Fortune, I actually think you're going to get it. And that's my opinion. I think we're going to get it with that. Clumsy Clairvoyance, welcome. Thank you so much. I think you're going to be seated in the job. You're going to be topping away. You're going to make that happen, right? You're going to make that happen. Why do I say that? There's a level of difficulty with this particular job. I think that you were deceived a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit as far as what you're going to be doing, how this is going to be. I think you'll be busy as crap. I think you're going to be overloaded with that is what I'm saying, right? A little overloaded with all the stuff that we need to do in healthcare. Healthcare is a pretty good place to be. Everybody always gets sick. So, a little overloaded with it. That's okay. Valerie, I think you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune talks about a steady work, steady routine. I think you're going to be in a new routine. It's going to be in that job. I think it looks pretty good if you want my opinion. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, you got the good combo, right? Proper training, getting yourself in there. I think that's going to be where it's at. I like it quite a bit. So there you go. All right. The teddy bear has pimples and it has a minivan and a mortgage. They get old so fast. It's one of those, middle age, you get a Corvette, middle age crisis. A lot of people get a Corvette, middle age crisis is what I'm saying. Okay, all right. YouTube user. Well, not with this inflation, probably not. But back in the old days when you could pay all your bills with one job. Back in those days, back in my day, I walked to school 20 miles uphill both ways in the snow. Carrie, welcome. If I didn't say it already, I think I didn't say it already. It's a busy day. That's what this is it. That is it. Jassas, your reading is already done, Jassas, I think. No, your reading is not done. No. All right, we're doing Jassas right now. We'll do YouTube user, then we're going to do Jassas, then we're going to do another YouTube user. There we go. All right, Jassas, you are next, right there. How's the end feeling? I don't feel anymore. Just kind of curious, like what's the tone? What's the tone depth of that? The Hermit. I think they're on a break, you know. They're not knocking anybody up quite now, but I think they're on a little break. I think that's going to be the thing here, okay? The Hermit, it's like, well, you know, don't really have any feelings. Don't really want to deal with it. I'm busy. Again, I think they're stressed out with the job thing. I think it's really working their nerves. Four of Wands, just talking about finding a new place to be. I really think it is stressing them out, pulling them a little bit into different directions. Overall, I think they're going to be able to find a job. They're going to be okay. But again, this is really their focus. You got to sort of accept that as it is. King of Wands again, and I say it again, and I'm going to say it again. They're going to be back in December, no matter how hard you ghost them, no matter how hard you do that, right? Even if they have a baby, even if they have all sorts of things happening with that, I think they're coming back in December. Just be aware that December they are coming back in force. So yeah, you're going to have to deal with that. That's something you're going to have to sort of do on your own, you know, be the sort of, yeah, I got to deal with this. Here's how I'm going to do it. You got to figure all of that out. Jassas is next. Jassas, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. Jassas wants to know something. They're like, look, girl Maja. All right, we got Maja. 5 years, ghosted, wait or move on. All right, let's see what's going on with Maja. Let's get a good representation of this right now. I think the Little Buddha Tarot. See, Andrew loves the Little Buddha Tarot. Everybody loves a little bit of the Little Buddha Tarot. This is a good-looking deck. Now, Push Kitty did post another deck, and now I'm excited to get that one too. You know, she's got to stop posting these decks on Instagram because I'm all excited about it. I'm like, I need that. You know, she posted a deck. I'm like, I need that thing. That right now. I think that's going to be nice. All right. Anyway, let's see. We got Maja over here. Okay. Like to know about a girl, about Maja. I've been waiting for her for almost 5 years, and they ghosted me. That's no good. What's up with everybody ghosting everybody? I mean, why can't we just not ghost anymore? Why can't we not ghost? I don't think this is working for anybody. Anyway, but yeah, all right, the Four of Wands, happy home, happy family. You got a little bit of the Tower, 10 of Cups. Wow, Three of Wands and the 10 of Wands. All right, my opinion is to move on. I think that they have moved on indeed. I think they found somebody else and they moved on. In my opinion, entertainment purposes only. But I'm looking at this and I'm really seeing that they moved on. Let's take the clues. So Scooby-Doo mystery. The Four of Wands and the 10 of Cups. You have the 2 out of the 3 happy home, happy family triage cards. That's one of the big reasons. I'll talk about this in Behind the Readings, by the way, in my Patreon. I go super deep into random readings that I liked, and this is the one that I liked. 4 of Wands into a 10 of Cups. I started a new happy home, happy family. I got the Tower. I had some issues with it. But ultimately, I got in and found something that's going to be pretty exciting, found something that's going to be a little bit different, right? I think Maja is either found somebody or they sort of moved on there. So I think that as far as do you wait, do you move on? I would definitely move on. It seems like they found somebody else. The other reason I say that is the Three of Wands. They're scanning for somebody else, for another opportunity, for something else. I think they found it. Again, 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. You have the 4 of Wands, new home. You have the 10 of Cups sort of graduate into the next home. So I think they're sort of in that mode. And the 10 of Wands, they don't really want anything extra. They don't want extra weight. They don't want extra things. They just want to sort of circumvent anything that's not going to be bad, right? So they want to circumvent anything there. So the extras they don't want, and you would kind of be the extras. I think they moved on. I think it's time for you to move on. It's, you know, time for you to move on. Go get yourself somebody else and see where that goes. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. You gotta accept that. You gotta accept that part. That's part of the deal there. All right, when will H contact me? This break is good actually because hey, you know, they kind of work my nerves sometimes. I definitely won't be contacting them. But when will they be contacting me? I don't know. I don't know at all. This could be a pixelated situation. And for that, we're going to use the pixelated tarot indeed. And we need some love balloons on this. H apparently is somebody that's nice, somebody that's real nice. And they're kind of infatuated with them. YouTube users all excited, got the heart beating over there, you know, all thrilled and exhilarated and wanting to see what's going on and how this goes and all that. I mean, let's look at this pretty seriously here. When is H coming back? What is happening? The break is nice. It's nice to sort of have a new opportunity and sort of, you know, sort of take a little break there, here and there. You know, I think that they will be back. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Again, you're going to have 2 fights in November, right? You're going to have a couple of fights. We got a couple of fights pending. You're going to have more fights, and you're going to have to make it through the fights. And sometimes that's really difficult. YOK is not difficult, though. Thank you so much for your other donation. I appreciate you. So yeah, 2 of Cups. We get back together, we get it done again. It's not ghosting forever. So, you know, we're going to sort of get the opportunity again. We're going to have another fight. In fact, we're going to have 2 of them in November. If you can survive that, I think you got a home run with the 8 of Pentacles says you're going to have to be a little more lenient on, I won't contact them. You got to be more lenient on that, because I talked about in a previous reading, you have to be more lenient with this person than other people that you have dated. And you said, I'm up for it. T.O., I'm all excited. I'll do it. Yay. Hooray! And then you said, I ain't contacting them. I mean, I'm just saying. If you would, you need to be able to work. You need to be able to flex a little bit on this one. You know, a little 8 of Pentacles action there, because they're wounded. You're wounded. You're going to have to make up. We're going to have to, you know, be good with that. The Fool says there is a journey waiting for you here if you're willing to take it. Are you going to have 2 fights in November? Again, I say yes. I think Ian's coming back in December. I got your whole life mapped out. Your whole life is mapped out on the string. Okay. But yeah, the Fool, you're going to have to take a little bit of an adventurous spirit here in order to make this happen, because they could be the same thing. They could be like, I'm not doing the contacting them. They're going to have to contact me. And you're like, I'm not contacting them. They're going to have to contact me. If this person is as important as you say, then you need to be a little bit more flexible. Now, you don't need to go back. Okay, let's make this clear, though. You don't need to go back begging them or doing anything. You need to sort of just ping them on social media, do something funny, or, you know what I mean? Just let them know that you're around. You haven't forgotten about them. I think that's going to be where they can pick up and run with it. So that's my opinion, though. What I need to know about to move forward with my love relationship. Ooh, nice. I do love a love relationship. I love an Art of Adventure tarot, too. That's what I'm saying. Art of Adventure tarot. Jendeukie, it's been a minute. Good to see you. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Push Kitty posted more about an hour ago. Yeah, I've been like hammered at work. They got like a boatload of stuff for me today. So yeah, you know, been busy. Haven't done the social media thing today. I need to pick that up and make sure to get that done. All right, what I need to know to move forward with my love relationship. The first thing is, I think you got things pretty settled down already. Like, you don't have to do a lot of work. You don't have to bend over backwards here. Careless Whisper, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, you know, a little bit of that 9 of Pentacles. The work that you've done is successful. The work that you've done is also productive. This is something where you're going to be happy with the results. You're going to be pretty content. Looks good. I like it. Very nice indeed. The 9 is sort of the results from doing all the work in the 7 of Pentacles, right? You have the 7 of 9 combo. Talk about it in my book. Link in the description. 7 and 9 combo. Talk about, yes, this is something that I've done. It's something that I'm glad I did. Hanged Man, what do you need to know? You need to look at their perspective, because a lot of times you'll be opinionated about this or that. You have this or that. You'll look at the view of this like that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really you're not really in that mode to where you're looking at it from their perspective. And I think that's not going to be an opportunity for you to keep. I think that you really kind of need to understand their perspective, right? Understand their perspective. That's going to be the basic thing here. Hanged Man. Take a look from their perspective. Take a look from their shoes and see what's going on. Nine of Pentacles does say the stability takes a little more time in this one than others. Stability takes a little more time. So if you're okay with that, if you're like, that's not going to be too bad. I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, you definitely need to understand that, it just takes a little bit of time, not something you're going to be able to rush in and make it happen. Overall, the two, you set the rules here. There's one thing here, right? You set the rules. They don't really do that as much. So if you're going to be focused on that, you need to be sort of focused and the right perspective with that. Anyway, and that is my thing. YouTube user, thank you very much for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got the Art of Adventure out of there. We got the Witchy Tarot coming up and all of that good stuff. So let's see what's going on there. By the way, I did find my code. So if you're looking for my code for the ChatScan, I did locate that. Let me go to the branch and let me go see that. What the hell's going on? All branches. We got that. The main branch. Okay, there we go. Where's my code? Where's my code? Where's the projects? Projects Classic. Screw it. Never mind. Denise and Scott, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what the next question is. We got YouTube user typing a career question below. Let's see what's going on with a career. Career question. Let's do all of that stuff. Career question. My sis sent me an admin assistant job at the operations department of the company she works for. Should I go with it? Ooh, it's good to have a sister that's helping you out. That's literally helping you out. That is cool. I like that. All right, let's see if the sister's going to be okay. If the sister's going to be good with this. Ugh. My intuition says, ugh. That's the first thing out of my mouth. My intuition's like, well, oh, Jesus. I think it'd be okay. So you can't really go wrong with a family job, right? Because it's the family, not like they're going to can you. They're going to be over there and do that. I think that it looks pretty good. I think that it sort of works your nerves a little bit. Do you want to try it out? Do you want to kind of do that? Ace of Swords says maybe take a look at it. You definitely want to take a look. You don't want to just ignore it completely. Now, as you're taking a look, be cognizant of two different things. How long do you think you would be there? Are you good at administrative assistant? Is your boss one of these people who's going to micromanage you to death, right? I mean, what kind of Ten of Swords action do we have? What kind of things do we have here that's going to be difficult? So scan it, search for it, see if you can predict the future like the Jedi. Eight of Swords too. What kind of upward mobility do you have? Are you going to be working this job and making $1 an hour or whatever it is forever? Are they going to have any upward mobility? Is this something where I can move up? Is this something where I'm going to be dead to, I'm going to be dead to the world for this position forever? You need to find out with the Eight of Swords, like what is my mobility here and all of that stuff. If you ask those questions, I think you'll immediately find your answer to if you want to be there or not. Because I think there's some really obvious things there that you haven't seen that you're going to see. And yeah, have fun with all of that. At least check it out at a minimum. P and S are argue. All right. So the question is, did Panita and Samson argue quarrel because of me? Is the relationship on the rocks? Let's see. What is happening indeed? Let's see if that's going to be something, a little bit of Five of Wands action. A little bit of Five of Wands action always makes everybody happy. It brings the people to the yard or whatever it's called. The Two of Wands, Justice, and the Three of Wands. Arguing. I really don't think there's the big, knockdown, drag out arguments. I really don't see that. I'll be honest with you. And Justice says we're able to Libra it out a little bit, able to get everything balanced like we do need, right? Three of Wands. I think they're both kind of looking around for other people. They're looking kind of like, well, what's up? Where are we happening? What's going on with other people? And the Two of Wands, they kind of like what they have, but at the same time, they want to upgrade into something that's going to be a little bit different. So yeah, I think that they don't really argue about you. I do think the relationship is strained, but I think they're working it out the best that they can. I don't really see any, like, I mean, from the reading, I don't see like a Tower, Death card, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, anything that's sort of going to bring me to, you know, we had a knockdown, drag out, now we're out of here. I just don't see that. Anyway, why do we keep seeing 1111? Kay wants to know. Let's use a Star Trek deck for this. I mean, you're seeing something wild, something unusual. You got a little thing going on with that. A little Star Trek action is going to make it happen. By the way, I talk about the Star Trek deck in the news, which is coming out tomorrow morning. Join me, the big premiere of the news tomorrow. You got to see it. I think I'm still the only news program. Some people have like decks to look forward to or some crap like that. I got like news. Like I'm straight up like, yo, this is the news. This is literally the news. All right, why do I keep saying 1111? We got the Fool. We got 1 here. We got 1 here. That's kind of funny. I mean, come on, give it up. That's kind of funny. We got an 11. On both sides of your reading, we got an 11 right here. And this adds up to 10. If you do 0 and round it up to a 1, you got an 11 in between. We got 11, then we got maybe an 11. Well, you know, I kind of fudged it a little bit. I imagine that's the magician or something. You know, I don't know. All right, why do we keep seeing it? Ace of Coins. I think 1111 represents repeating patterns, and you're seeing a lot of repeating patterns in your life, not only just within this life, in the context of this life, but also from previous life. You're doing that, right? In this episode, all over yesterday's, Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. In this episode, they go into the past, and that's what I'm saying about the past life. They go into the past, they meet somebody, and I think that you're experiencing some things that you have from past lives. I think that's one of the things. You're seeing repeating patterns. It's kind of like when you buy a Honda, all of a sudden you see all the Hondas on the road. You're like, I've never noticed everybody has so many damn Hondas. So, you know what I mean? Like you buy a Kia, and all of a sudden you see Kias everywhere. That's kind of the thing that you're looking there, right? Anyway, all of our yesterdays from the past lives, you're seeing repeating patterns happen, as well as repeating patterns in the current life. Another thing that's sort of indicating is a level of security and danger. You do, I mean, obviously with all TV shows, you have security and danger and all this other stuff, but you do have arena where you're sort of in danger. You need to compete and stuff like that. And then you do have dagger of the mind where you do have competing things like that. There's also a level of deception that is coming with it as well, right? A taste of Armageddon is sort of deception. People sort of suiciding and whatnot. There's a level of deception with a society. You have a level of deception here with people being different than what they currently look like and what have you. And the way to Eden, ultimately, you would like to circumvent all of this and see through the truth, see into some better things there, right? So I think that's what you're going to sort of do here. So a couple of things. One, from past lives, seeing repeating patterns. Another, you're seeing a level of security that you're not really having right now. And the other, you're seeing a level of deception and sort of what am I going to do about that? So that is what is it indicating. See, that's why I like the Star Trek deck, the good Star Trek deck, because I know all the episodes. So I can sort of round it out and be like, you know, it's this and that. And in this episode, we did this and that. That's what you need in a good deck. That's what you need in a good deck. Also, 11 is good lottery number for you, you know? You put it in there. Clumsy Clairvoyance, a little bit of a general. We can do a general over here. You want the Gregory Scott? Well, do the Gregory Scott. What are we going to do that? So next was 0 equals 1. Oh, equals 10, 1 plus 0. Oh, there you go. I mean, that's perfect. So you have 11 sandwiched by 11. In your reading, only in this stream do you see weird crap like that. See, that is what's exciting about all of that, right? What's exciting there? General reading for a little bit of a clumsy, oh man, 3 into the tower, into the king. I mean, okay, because you're gonna get burned by a friend, okay? I mean, that's just straight up. You're going to get burned by a friend. Watch out what you tell people. Watch out who's your friend. Are they really your friend or not? You need to sort of evaluate your level of trust out there when you're sort of wandering around, interacting with friends and whatnot. Because you get the Three of Cups into the Tower. A friend drags you into something, burns you a little bit. Something happens with that friend, so you got to be a little bit careful, cautious. Don't, sort of go 120% in there. You want to back up a little bit and don't be, sort of accepting to a tower moment. You want to be like, okay, I don't need this. Let me back out of this. So sort of be careful where we go with the friends, what we commit to with the friends and whatnot. King of Cups says be emotionally distant. Even though you do see a tower moment, you can be emotionally distant from it. You don't have to get involved in it. You don't have to get sort of riled up and upset. I don't think that's going to do you, anybody else any good. I think that is sort of where your general goes. You got to watch them. You got to watch out. Sometimes. Jendeukie, when will I leave her, when will Jay leave her relationship? Is she actually happy? Oh my, we could have a heartbreak over here. That is not good. Have to move out or something? I don't know. All right, let's move. Let's use my deck of cards over here. There you go. This is the deck that you need. This is the deck that you need right now, okay? This is called the Waterfall Tarot. I made it. It is out there with me. It is out there. It is exciting. It is all the good stuff right here. Jendeukie knows, okay, when would Jay abandon it, ghost them? This ain't nobody got time for a wasted relationship. When are we going to leave? Oh, Jesus, they are going to leave. Jendeukie, I wasn't sure if they were going to leave. Like just intuitively, I'm just like, yeah, well, maybe they don't leave. I don't really know. But maybe now, look at this. Jendeukie, this is clear as day right now. That is a definite abandonment of that damn relationship right now. So if you're looking for abandoning, getting them up, ghosting, whatever it needs to be done, I think we got a thumbs up on that piece right there. Now, let's look deeper in that. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. The deeper thing, well, the abandonment of the relationship, let's walk through this. We got to do this on Behind the Readings to tomorrow. The Chariot and the Eight of Cups, two movement cards. What do we have? What do we have in between the two movement cards? That's right. Happy home, happy family. Very, very easy, right? This is like in stock market trading. You have a setup to where things are going a certain way, and you're like, oh, I know that pattern. That it's going to go down or up or whatever. This is such a simple pattern. Even if you don't read tarot, you can look at this pretty simply and just say, yeah, they're going to abandon. Now we want to know when, right? Are they actually happy? No. I don't think they are. If you had like the Sun, the Lovers, happy home, happy family. Hi, Priestess. Thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. If you had happy home, happy family, Lovers, 10 of Cups, and then this, I'd be like, they're happy, right? They're not happy. They've been thinking about leaving for a little bit. When are they going to do it? I really think sort of early winter is when they're going to abandon it, when they're going to move on, right? Knight of Wands, a little bit of a cold feeling, kind of sort of, I've had enough of this. I'm sort of already injured. I got to go. Early winter, maybe midwinter at a stretch. I think they're going to be out of there. You got a lot of indicators, lots and lots of indicators. All right. You got YouTube user over there. Excited about this reading. Oh, no. What do we got? What did you ask? What did you ask with this? We got the sister admin assistant. I think it's good. You're excited about this read. Okay, well, there you go. YouTube user, if that's a question, let me know. Or did you do the job the sister? Okay, you got another one with the job the sister. Oh, you do have it. Okay. How will things play out? Some insights. Okay, we got that. Let me, my thing didn't work on this. Okay, how will things play out when N returns and finally he's replaced between H and I? A little bit of insight. What's going to happen with that? They may be busy with their own baby and all this other stuff, right? They may be busy with all of that. Oh, maybe. Could be an opportunity for them, maybe. Careless Whisper, cheaters. Maybe. I didn't see anything cheater in there. You do have sort of an abandonment of relationship. Cheater is more like Seven of Swords. I'm sneaking out, Lovers reversed, maybe Two of Cups flipped or something like that. Just kind of like that. All right. How will things play out when they return? Ace of Wands and the Empress, Two of Wands and the King of Swords. I really think that they're pretty upset about it. I really think that they're like not very stable emotionally in the first place. This sort of pushes them a little bit over the edge. King of Swords, right? You know, I feel like that. And the other thing is they're a little bit egotistical about it, right? They're like, if I can sort of convince YouTube user, you know, that I love them and all this other stuff, they'll abandon H and come over to me. I really think that they have that type of egotistical thing going on. A little bit of King of Swords, totalitarian and whatnot too. Empress says I wouldn't worry about it at all. If you're happy, you're happy. You don't need, you know, somebody in your life that you know is not going to work. You know it's going to be a dead end. You really don't want to waste your time because your time is limited. Your time is very valuable to you. Two of Wands says they're going to be looking for other people. You know, they think that you're kind of hit it and quit it, or you're there if they need a quickie or something. You know, realistically, you want to abandon that. You want to be the Empress. You want to have a happy home, happy family with that. Don't let the Wands get near you, right? Don't let the End's Wand get anywhere near you. Two of Wands, right? Let them keep looking. Don't really be that person and be happy with that, all of that other stuff. Who really cares what they think? But yeah, you know, they think, again, a little bit on the egotistical side, a little bit of the narcissist of that NF. They think that they're going to be able to convince you to dump anybody they want and come back. And you're going to prove them wrong, is what I'm saying. How does Matthew feel about our pregnancy? Oh, my. We got a pregnancy going on in there. That's a fantastic. Congratulations. Very cool indeed. Let's see what kind of pregnancy reading we can have with the, I guess we could do a teddy bear. No, we could do, well, Denise Dear, I guess we could do, we're going to do a Ciro Marchetti, right? We'll do a little bit of a Ciro Marchetti and find out how they like the pregnancy, what they're doing with the pregnancy, if that's going to be okay, right? Because hopefully they feel pretty good. Otherwise it'd be kind of awkward. I got to say that too. But, you know, if they'd be like, you know, I don't really want the pregnancy, you'd be like, yeah, what the hell are you talking about? All right, that's enough of the baby. The baby, you know, somebody grab that baby. It's out of control. The baby's stealing the show. What's going on? All right, so let's look at this. How do they feel about it? There's a level of defensiveness against it. I mean, I'm not saying they don't like it. I'm saying they're like a little bit shocked, right? They're a little bit like, oh my, I didn't know. Or I didn't really, you know, kind of wild. You do have a little bit of a Seven of Wands. I'm defensive. I'm on this plateau, and I'm going to defend against it and whatnot. So you got to accept that, right? It's something that they have to adjust to. They're not going to be just wonderful about it all the time. It's something they have to adjust to. Any big news, you want to have a level of adjustment period in order to do that. So they need that, right? They need to sort of adjust to it. The Seven of Wands. What do I need to, because, you know, everybody, once you find out about that, you have a lot of questions. So how does this affect my life? What do I need to do to be happy here, right? What do I need to do to sort of be here and do this? What do I need to do to prepare? Right? So you have all of these questions in this and all this other stuff. You got to kind of figure that out. And the devil does sort of say that there is a level of, you kind of feel this hesitation, or you feel like something ain't exactly 100%, right? But I mean, that's okay. It's okay. A little adjustment period. Every dude's got to go through the adjustment period, you know, of that news. Ultimately, they love it. This is something that they adore, something they're very excited about. Give them the adjustment period. Don't be on them. You know, if you feel something's not right, YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Just be accepting of it. Not going to be that bad at the end. Ultimately, they're going to have a very good time. Very excited, very entertained indeed. And the King of Pentacles, right? This brings us together. And that's the important part about that. It brings us together. It makes us a family. Now we have that level of stability that comes from that. Now we have that level of excitement about the next stage in there. So that is, in my opinion, what they think as far as that goes. Scott is next. When will A&M, the Aggies, when will they contact me? A&M University, by the way, if you don't know what the Aggies are. Okay, you know, you're not watching college football, apparently. Okay, when is A&M going to contact me? Let's see if we can get kind of a level of timelines there. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Thank you very much. YouTube user, I think you're paying my mortgage once again this month. All right, let's see what's going on here. When will they contact me? Not now? And I mean, not now. And definitely not now, right? The King of Cups. I need some time alone. I need some isolation. I need some time alone. I need time to process things. I need some time to sort of figure things out. I really think at the stretch, you're looking at 3-4 weeks at a stretch. I do think they're coming back. You have the return. You have the sort of sneaking out here, the Seven of Swords. But the Seven of Swords is not too bad. With that Nine of Swords, this is something where you got to let it go mentally and let it happen. Right? That's the important part. Let it go mentally and just let it happen. Let things occur naturally. Trying to force anything, trying to hasten something, trying to figure out where, ultimately you're asking a little too much of this individual. They need a little space. Got a little King of Cups, a little bit of emotional things going on. And ultimately, if you leave them alone, I think that they're going to come back and they're going to be okay with it. But yeah, I think 3-4 weeks at the max. I think it's going to be good indeed. Andrew is in Austin. Yeah, I forgot about that. There you go. The bravest people talk about the Aggies. You never know. You never know what you're going to get on the TO show. That is for sure. That is for sure. We got $1.99 from Christina. Did Christina have a question or she just throw me $1.99? Christina, you're too broke to throw me $1.99. But by the way, thank you. Christina says, hello, Andrew, Baruta, Avinash, Paula, and Joan B. Y'all have gotten a welcome from Christina. By the way, Christina donated us these beautiful things that hang on the wall, the tapestry. Yeah, we got the lover's tapestry. We got another tapestry. We're giving away the other tapestry tomorrow. Noelle won this one. I'm still waiting to hear from Noelle. Noelle says she ordered something on Etsy, so should be able to go to Etsy and find her, I think, or like that. Scott, I know. Scott, in case you're new, I make a lot of jokes. Scott, I make a lot of jokes. Anyway, lots and lots of jokes, Scott, all of which are terrible, absolutely just despicable, terrible jokes. But, you think, so someone had Bobby earlier, Dominique had a Bobby question. I call him Bobby Flay. Scott, this is how I roll, Scott. It's just how I roll on the Tarot Oracle show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
All right, we got $9.99 from somebody. Who is that? That is High Priestess. High Priestess, the very generous High Priestess. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. You are amazing as always. We'll CTS. My company actually uses CTS, by the way. That'd be funny if I see you at work. Anyway, will CTS give me an interview and will I land the job? Let's see. What's CTS going to do? Will they give me an interview? Will I land the job? Is that something I can do? Temperance card, kind of vague on there. King of Swords, Five of Swords, Eight of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. I'm really thinking that you can. It feels like the interview process takes, Jesus, their interview process is brutal. It feels like it's just a brutal interview process. It feels like it's very sort of very challenging. It's not very encouraging. You have a lot of sort of things you're just like, oh God, why? Why? King of Swords, right? The communication's slow, number one. Number two, it feels like the communication is not direct. You need to sort of make sure that you understand and you agree with them. You all agree that on the resolution or what they're doing. Because I think it's very confusing. Number three, it's very confusing about where the hell you're going to be going. The Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. It feels like you have to drag the information out. It feels like they take forever to do anything. It feels like a lot of things need to sort of fall into place before anything can move at all. Nine of Pentacles of the good news. If you're able to go through this process, and they don't make it easy at all, I'm sorry, then you can get the job, all right? Eight of Cups. Somebody left the job quite recently. I think they need somebody in it, right? And you have a market right now where it is a buyer's market. So you do have a lot of people sort of coming in and rejecting jobs and whatnot. It could be one that you want to reject. I definitely would research it if they're going to be that difficult to communicate with. You kind of want to see what's up. Nine of Pentacles does say happy home, happy family with a job. Nine of Pentacles is, again, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles combo. In my book, if you don't have my book, link in the description, 7 and 9 of Pentacles is the ultimate combo because it is working for something that you want to get done and getting that done, getting the success with that. Temperance brings that balance. It brings everything back to where you need to go. So I think that's going to be pretty happy with that. So it's a yes with a lot of caveats, So make sure that you research that. Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's that difficult to get them to coordinate anything and all that stuff, you may want to, and you have a lot of other options, you may want to be like, maybe I want to shop, right? Maybe I want to shop around for that particular thing. Speaking of Christina, let's use one of her old decks that she liked a long time ago before all of the new decks. How will H as a boyfriend, spouse? He's sweet but complicated. I'm curious. I need your thoughts. Let's see. Is that tarot book on Amazon? No, the link is in the description. It's digital only right now. The reason is you do not want that on a Kindle. Let me show you the book. All right, before we do YouTube users reading, let me show you this book. This is like the size of a car. This book is like the size of a car. Like, look how tall. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. And it has lots and lots of pictures, like right here, right? Tarot card counting. You go on YouTube, or no, sorry, actually, there's nobody on YouTube explaining it. You go on the web and you try to understand tarot card counting, and it's very confusing because they don't have pictures. It's all text. I break it down with pictures. I go, look, here's this, here's that, here's how this works. And then I like break it down step by step, how tarot card counting works. You can't read this on a Kindle. I own 11 e-readers, and I loaded this on all 11 e-readers, and you're going to go blind. You need a tablet, you need a computer, you need something with a bigger screen to read this. That's why it's not on that Kindle, because you're going to go blind, right? I don't care what size Kindle you have, because unless you have the old Kindle DX, yeah, you're going to go absolutely blind. Allie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So yeah, it's a PDF file, link in the description to order it. And, there you go. Order it, get it onto your computer, your tablet, and read up. A lot of good stuff on there because I wanted to be visual. There's so many just text-only things. I want to be visual. I want to be able to explain it where you instantly know everything, right? Because what I hate about just text is you have to read it. You have to break out your tarot card. You have to be, what the hell are they talking about? So they mean this and that. I don't want all that. I don't want all that. Link in the description also for a playlist where you can get a full video where I show you how to do it, right? Show you tarot card counting. I show you all this stuff in the book. The book actually has, let me show you this. This is one of the few tarot books that has QR codes. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go into my book, and you're going to scan the QR codes. And the QR codes are going to take you to a video that explains what you just read. So that's why I like this book so much, because that's what you need, right? In other words, if you go in to look at this card and you want to understand this, you scan the QR code, you watch the video, and then you read the text. And that way it's permanently in your head, right? So that's the optimal way of learning anything. And that's why I like the book so much. All right. Anyway, how will H and boyfriend be? Complicated, but you are curious about the insights. A Hierophant says they work a lot. So if you want your distance, you want to go out with the girls, you want to do your thing. You know, you don't want somebody breathing down your neck all the time. YouTube user asked another career question. Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah. Let me look at that in a minute. Sorry. But yeah, they work a lot. So you don't really want anybody smothering you anyway. So that's okay, right? That's okay. Hierophant, they're there. They are very closed in as far as expressing themselves. So yeah, you're going to have to drag out their feelings sometimes. You have to be, look, Dick, let me know what's going on here. You need to communicate. You have to drag out the feelings. They're holding it in a little too much. That's okay. Everybody has their downsides, what have you. The story is good, though. It feels like when they're with you, they're guiding you to a better place, or they're bringing you the good stuff, right? Because you don't want somebody that's just sort of boring. You want somebody that's going to be able to do that. They're going to be able to do that. They're going to be able to get that done. So I think that's going to be somebody that is them. I think that's going to be exciting for you. You had a third question. Quarrel relation on the rocks. Why okay? I did the on the rocks. I did the other two. I did all three. Why okay? Let me get you a timestamp. Let's see. Why okay? Did PNS argue because of me? So that is 41 minutes and 38 seconds. Let me post that in here. Let's see. All right. Why okay? There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. They're busy, which is good. You can have some time for yourself. They're restricted as far as expressing. They do lead you to places that you haven't been before. It's exciting things. They always have something wild and cool going on, right? And the magician, they're good at what they do. They're going to be good at relationships once they're into it. They're going to be good at their work. They're going to be good at everything. They seem to just pick up things and run with it, and they seem to be good at a lot of different things. I think that's fun. That's good for you because you're going to be able to expand your knowledge, expand sort of, who you are, how you do things. I think that's going to be one of the big opportunities for you. And you're going to like that as well. All right. Well, okay. So I got well, okay on the mind. Well, okay. You good now? You good? Okay. I think so. Okay, cool. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. We have to do that. How is H on the lovemaking front? I mean,
music to make love to.
We can do the sexy deck for this. I think the sexy deck is going to be very appropriate for this indeed. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. All right, let's see a little sexy deck action over here. How is H where it matters most in the bedroom? Okay. I don't know. Hopefully H never watches this stream, right? Hopefully H just never watches the stream. That would be ideal. Anyway, are they any good in bed? Let's see what the sexy deck says. Oh, Jesus. The Hierophant. I mean, they're kind of a missionary only kind of position, kind of person, They get the missionary done, and they and then they move on with that. So there could be a level of disappointment with their. I don't know. Knight of Pentacles. They're good with the Pentacles. So I mean, they're good with the Pentacles. If you want some Pentacle action, they're going to be good with that. They do like to be on top here, right? They're going to sort of offer you a fish. What the hell is this? They're going to offer you a fruit or a fish. What is that? Anybody? What is he handing her? Is that a fish or is that a fruit? Knight of Pentacles doesn't have the fish. The Knight of Cups has the fish. I don't know. He's handing her something, but likes to be on top. Missionary position only kind of person. King of Chalices too. This is somebody that does like to watch sometimes, They like to watch a little bit. So they're going to want to see something going on over there. Ace of Chalices says that, well, see, here's your missionary right there. So you got the Hierophant with the missionary, the little missionary. And then you got the missionary right there. Hopefully you didn't want any other positions. That seems like the only thing they can do. So, Anyway, but yeah, and they also like lemonade. They also like lemonade with a strawberry on the top of it, while they're making it. So if y'all can have some lemonade available after you make it, I think that's going to be good indeed. That's going to be fantastic as far as that goes. All right, and that is it. So, the deed hasn't been done yet, but they are going to be good. Make sure the lemonade's available. I think everything is going to be okay, right? Catherine Lupo, do you have an email or contact? Catherine actually wants to contact me after that terrible reading. I'm just saying. Catherine actually wants to contact me. She saw the sexy deck. She's like, hey, if you can nail that, no pun intended. If you can nail that, I want your number. Catherine, link in the description for my email. I'm just saying. All right. So, yeah, I assume for a private reading or whatnot, link in the description to book a private reading. Allie wants to know the month ahead. What is going on with all of that? What kind of things can we get done over here? We're going to do the Wonder World Tarot. Y'all been waiting. I know Andrew's been waiting. Everybody's been waiting over there. Oh, let's see what that. My head needs to wash out now. Carrie, you probably want to do a whole disinfectant at this point, And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You probably want to just go ahead and just embrace the disinfectant after that reading. Okay, Allie was the month ahead. What kind of things? The Druid Tarot with the borders removed. That's the what? The Druid Tarot. That was definitely not the Druid Tarot with the border removed. And what is she asking about? Make a sound machine featuring a special effects. I would buy it. Well, you know, trivia, by the way, you could use this trivia later to win a contest. I'm just saying. But trivia, all of the voices in my sound effects, I paid people to do. I paid people to do the voices. And this one right here, right? This one right here. This one.
Everybody loves the D.
So that lady refused to do that voice, and she contacted me. She says, "Is this for a porno?" And I had to think. I'm like, well, not really. I mean, it's a tarot oracle show. So I had to go, it's a tarot show. It's casual. We have a lot of fun. And so I think she watched a show or something, and she was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. So she did do it, but she thought I was making a porno with her voice or something. I was like, no. Anyway, Allie was a month ahead. Allie's like, what did I get myself into? The Wheel of Fortune, kind of standard. Not a lot of new things over here with it. Not a lot of new opportunities here. It seems like it's just a standard month. It seems like a lot of things are happening. Watch your money at the end of September. At the end of September, watch your money, because I think you're going to run into some challenges, whether it be your investments, whether it be your bills. It's more like an unexpected bill. The investments aren't working out the way you want to. There's some things happening in the background. Wheel of Fortune, kind of standard, but watch your bills on that. Page of Wands, here. I would say, as far as the 1st of October, the first 4 or 5 days, I would avoid doing anything serious at all, right? Anything at all, I would avoid it. I would avoid doing anything serious at all in the first 5 days of October. Page of Wands, just take it easy. Take it easy. Don't commit to much. Don't launch into much. Don't be doing all of that stuff as well, right? Nine of Wands, too. It does say be cognizant of who is around you as well. It feels like that you have too many opinions coming in, too many things going on, and it confuses you, right? It confuses you because there's too many people that have too many opinions, and you're like, well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear, what have you. High Priestess. For the rest of September, picking up a skill, picking up learning, picking up a practice on doing what you love to do is going to be important, because I really think you're going to be able to manifest a lot of learning, a lot of knowledge, a lot of excitement from this. And if you can get that done, this is your opportune time that is going to be there, right? That is going to be there. It'll be very exciting indeed. That's what I think is going to happen with the month ahead. All right. We got YouTube user. We owe a couple of readings still. YouTube user, I did not forget your career question. We're going to rope around to that in a minute. Let me get this one. How will H view me as a spouse and a girlfriend? You know, from the previous reading, it looks like they're going to view you from the front, is what I'm saying. You know, they're going to view you from the front. So you got to be aware of that. You got to be cautious, you know. They're going to, the missionary, they're going to view you from the front end. Okay, how will H view me as a spouse and a girlfriend? Knight of Coins, 5 of Swords, a 10 of Swords, and the Magician. It feels like that you do have some demands that they haven't encountered before. So you do have demands. I need this. I need that. By the way, we're ending soon. Any further readings will be done tomorrow. But yeah, you know, you do have some demands. The 5 of Swords. I have this. I need this. We want this. I need all of this stuff. And I think they're able to accommodate that. It's not going to be a problem. But it is going to be something where you want to kind of ease up on any demands, sort of introduce it slow, right? You don't want to overload them with what have you. Knight of Coins says, again, they're looking for stability. They're kind of a little bit on the boring side here and there. They're good communicating. They're good with emotion, but you do feel like that you need to drag them out to do some exciting things. They just don't do things that are exciting. You need to drag them. You need to manually go and make them do some stuff that's going to be kind of fun, right? Which is good because you're introducing them to new stuff, new kind of things. And again, this is somebody that introduces you to some new stuff too. So it's sort of a growing relationship as well. Really like it. Ten of Swords says that you don't want to be, you know, binary with this individual. In other words, it's going to be my way or it's going to be the highway. It's a 1 or a 0. You're going to have to be able to do fractions, right? A 0.35 is going to be a 0.58. You're going to have to be able to meet in the middle somewhere. Ten of Swords says, if we do ultimatums, if we do just this black and white 1-0 kind of thing, you're not really going to make that work. That's not sort of how they function. Magician says, be inviting to their knowledge. Again, they're bringing all sorts of new things in there. Be inviting to their knowledge, be accepting, be like, oh, what's that? That looks cool. Don't be like, oh, screw that. What the fuck is that? You don't want to do all that, right? Be inviting with that. The Magician says they have a level of skill in a variety of things, and you're going to be interested in that. It's going to be kind of fun to get that into your world and just kind of see where that goes. That is how they review you with that. And I do still have your career questions. Let's do Ann first. How does B feel about me? Let's use everybody's favorite over here, otherwise known as the Golden Wheel. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since you have seen the Golden Wheel on the stream. I mean, I'm just saying, it's been a while. This is a great deck. This is one of those decks that was on Amazon, and it looked really digital. It looked very contrasty. And then I got it, and I was like, ooh, this is good. You know, this is good. All right. We're going to see what's happening with that. You want the ones on the table. What the hell did I just put up? What was the ones on the table? The ones on the table a minute ago was the Wonder World Tarot from Push Kitty. The one now on the table is the Golden Wheel Tarot. The Golden Wheel is available on Amazon. The Wonder World Tarot is available on Push Kitty's site. How does B feel about me? Page of Cups, emotionally distant, emotionally not ready for a lot of things. And you knew this. You already knew this. You knew that they're not really ready for emotional connection. They're not really ready for a lot of things. And it is difficult to get them sort of roped into reality sometimes, but this is the way it is. A Magician says you're able to do that, though. This is somebody who's accepting, somebody who's going to be able to forgive, somebody who's going to be able to move on from the past. I think that's the opportunity that you need definitely with that. The Magician, you don't want somebody who doesn't know how to move on. You don't want somebody who's a Taurus kind of feel where I'm just stagnant. I'm not doing this. This is how it works. I'm very stubborn. You don't really want all that. I think they're going to be flexible. We're going to be able to do that. And the reason we say that is because of the sun. You have the Magician Sun Star, beautiful combo here. The sun brightens up the star. It brightens up the Magician. It makes everything clear on what to do next. So I think once they start sort of expressing their feelings, it's very obvious, it's very clear what to do next and all this other stuff. So I think that's going to be important for you, right? You have 3 good majors here. Good feelings. The sun, always a positive card. The Magician, an level of expertise. And the star, sort of an easy mode, which is what you need. You need an easy mode. I'm able to see this. I'm able to do this. This is not some puzzle, right? It's sort of very plain and simple with all of that other stuff. Maruta, I got that. Thank you so much, Maruta. I appreciate that. I was kind of joking. I mean, a lot of my jokes are not working tonight. I'm going to stop making jokes tonight. That's it. U-Bar, welcome. What's going on? And the last reading of the night is YouTube user. My job, my sister suggested pays really well. It looked decent. So if you're able to get that, and again, my only caveat with that job was that make sure you have some sort of an upward mobility, right? Some upward mobility. So that's my only thing with that. Are you going to be happy? Is your boss going to be a micromanager, right? Because you do get these jobs where your boss is micromanaging you to death, and the job would be okay, but your boss is just making you miserable, right? So you do want that. 10 of Swords, you had that in the last reading, you have it in this reading. That's kind of creepy. That's really creepy, in fact. Well, I get it and be long term. Go for it. Go for it. You have 2, and I mean 2 challenging readings on the job. You have 2 challenging readings on the job. Instead of focusing on that, how can we overcome the challenges? Number one is you do have to go to some additional training. Do you need to go to some additional training? Do they need Excel expertise? You may be able to go to school and learn that. You may be able to go watch a YouTube video or practice in your spare time and make them happy. But there's a level of expertise that you need that you don't have going in. And Excel's a loose example. I'm not going to, marry myself to that. Ten of Swords, again, for the same reading, for the same job. Does that point me to it's not long-term? Yes. Does that absolutely guarantee that it points me to long? No. I think the Ten of Swords can be overcome by the High Priestess. We have a major here. Maybe there's a level of expertise you're going to be able to fix and get. If you're excited, if you're enthusiastic enough, you're going to be able to do it and to get through that Ten of Swords moment, okay? Five of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment, is going to be difficult to sort of get in there. We're really leaning towards who is your boss? Is this a micromanage? And you can ask your sister about this stuff. If you have a boss or a supervisor that's pretty cool and all of that, I would just take it, right? I would take it. You got a nice, easy job that lets you go to school. It's a government. Sounds beautiful. It really sounds beautiful indeed. Perspective is all about it. It's not about the job. It's about how you view the job. And the Ten of Swords being there twice, as you do have some challenges, you have some hoops to jump through. Can you do it? Yeah. Perspective says it could just be your view of what's going on rather than what's going on. But yes, take it. Go there, interview, get the job if you can. Government, that is an A+. You can go to school too, that is an A+. If you have an easygoing manager, ask the sister first, that's an A+. Are you going to have to acquire more skills? Yes. So be aware that your free time is going to be a little bit challenged until you pick up these extra skills. After that, I think it looks good. It does look good. But why is the Ten of Swords there? I got to ask you. Why is the Ten of Swords there twice in the exact same reading? Anyway, and that is it from me. I thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow.